Wanderers, welcome to episode 216, season 2, episode 16. Before we go any further, though, let's introduce our title sponsor for this week's episode.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello there! It's your old pal Santa Claus. Yes, the Santa. And I'm here to talk to you about one of my very favorite companies, Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning. They do it all. Low-pressure roof and exterior washing, pressure washing, and even concrete sealing. Gutter clog removal? Check. Window cleaning that will make your reflection wave back at you? Double check. They also have specialized procedures for cleaning food processing areas, solar panels, and even memorials and headstones. Now, hold your reindeer. They don't just like the dirty work. They're introducing a brand new product this year, decorative concrete coating. 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it's tougher than your mother-in-law's fruitcake, and will last longer than a New Year's resolution. It will never fade, chip, or peel. On top of that, it comes with a limited lifetime warranty, because no one likes returning presents. They're not all soaps and suds, though. Since day one, they've donated 10% of their profits back to local children in need. Kind of like me, but they don't break into your house at night for cookies. Their technicians are OSHA certified, professionally trained, and can help you with residential, commercial, or industrial projects. So if your place looks like it hosted the after party for the naughty list, call Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning. They'll clean it up. 812-545-7050 or santaquotes.com.
Big thank you to our friends at Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning. Love what they do. What a fun, neat ad. Before we get into the show, just a friendly reminder. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you're subscribed. If you're watching us or listening to us on one of the multitude of platforms we're on, go ahead, stop what you're doing, head on over to YouTube, give us a subscription or a subscribe, Smoke. That's what we want.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Subscription. If you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, we're there. Find us, follow us. We're always sharing out something. Enjoy today's episode.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, Smoke Dragon, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen! Yeah! The Wondering Dutchmen!
Here we go! Welcome to episode 216. I am Casey, joined, sitting at the center of the table with his rose-colored glasses, Mr. David Allen Smoker. And over there, in what is not a Hunter's Orange Hat Brigade kind of stuff, but he's wearing a nice, sharp-looking Carhartt shirt.
Everybody's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
Is our buddy Big Mace.
It's more
Fellas,
like a burnt orange.
it is burnt orange.
Yeah.
That's kind of a hook 'em
Like
horns
a-
kind of thing.
Like a pumpkin orange.
Yeah. Hey, before we get into hour one, though, let's hear from our buddy, Matt Krieg. Hour one is presented by Matt Krieg of Krieg Insurance. I was on the Googler machine looking up some things, and I came across the list that had the top 10 traits of successful insurance agents. They ranged from problem solver and self-motivated to honest and resilience. The two that really stuck with me were passionate and good listener. By the time I finished the list, I realized that I was looking at the traits of our buddy, Matt Krieg. Whether you are looking for life insurance, health insurance, or Medicare supplements, Matt Krieg is dedicated to helping you and your family. Give Matt a call today and see what he can do for you.
Put her there, brother.
Yeah, big thank you to our buddy Matt Krieg. Big thank you to our friends at Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Glad they could come on board. Give them a shout. We're right around the time of spring is starting to be in the air. Not to give away my topic later, but give our friends at Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning a call.
Did you see the photos of that garage floor they redid?
I really want
Unreal.
the shop floor.
I really like it too. I do. I want that bad in my garage.
Unreal. Hour one, Matt Krieg, our buddy, health insurance, life insurance, or you just need to talk to somebody. He's a good guy to talk
It's
to.
a good listen.
He's a good listener. A good listen or a good listener?
Listener, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Big Mace, what you got, fella?
Well, I've been sick. Been working on getting over the crud. I had to miss a few days of work this week. Not happy about that, but
Is that why the flags at City Hall were
no,
half mast?
had nothing to do.
3/4.
3/4?
Yeah, 3/4. But no, the kids have had it. I got it. I think the warden's working on it.
We got a call from the school today to pick up William because he was running a fever,
Yeah,
headache.
it's here. Yeah. But no, other than that, got the big MRI scheduled for Monday. Find out what this find out if I'm growing a third foot or what's going on there.
So is it
Old
actually,
tripod.
Yeah. Not
is it actually in your foot or is it in your calf?
it's in my foot.
It's actually in your foot.
Yeah. My ankle ish.
Like close to your ankle ball?
yes, relatively close. I'll show you at the pause.
Okay.
You don't want to hike that big leg up here on the
No,
table?
because I'll knock the board off this bucket. That'll
Yeah,
be
that'd be
some
no
big
good.
catastrophic.
Oh, wait, it'll break down the fourth wall there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It's a
going?
real fancy bucket.
It's yellow in color.
It's not one of them Rural King buckets you could get.
No, nothing really other than that. Warden's got to work this weekend. Smoke Dragon's cutting a couple hogs up. Pizza party coming up Saturday night at Tell City Ball game. I mean, the script's pretty much wrote. I just got to follow it.
Yeah.
So,
You seem thrilled about it.
yeah, it's going to be a blast of time.
What's the pizza party for?
The boys basketball? Boosters do it every year for the little fellers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
They took one on the chin today. Last basketball game as a Holland Raider played by Maxwell in the Holland gym tonight. And they took a big L by the Northeast Dubois Jeeps.
Oh.
2 in a row. The only 2 games we've lost, and they came back to back at the end here.
That's tough that you end your career there with a loss
2
there
big
at home.
L's, yeah. Tough spot. Big fella's got some ankle issues going on too. Don't think it has anything to do with mine. Sometimes you know how that can go.
Maybe it's like a sympathy
pain type thing. You know.
You think he's got sympathy pain for
I
the old
don't
man?
think so. No.
Hardwood
I think
base,
he just plays
crippled
too much
up.
Fortnite and sits
He's
around
probably
on the
got
couch.
one of them, what do you call them little dolls?
Voodoo doll.
Voodoo doll in there, and he's just pinching the shit out of it.
just poking it. Yes, that
Threatening to throw my PlayStation in the lake, old man.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
you
Good luck getting out of the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
other than that, that's all I got going on. Really was looking forward to, well, I shouldn't say really was looking forward. I really am looking forward to this tonight because I did start to feel a little bit better. So,
well, for the sake of
Lock in.
Dave, myself, and Couch Guy, we hope you are better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Couch Guy, I don't know. I don't think he can. He served in the military. I think
He's probably got pretty tough immunity.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I lived in a fraternity house for 4 years, so probably pretty close second on the immunity.
You have
there.
a sick kid at home now.
I know. It is so tough. Well, Dave, go ahead. What do you got going on?
Oh, hell, I don't know. Went back to old East Central Indiana there last weekend.
How
cut
was
up
it?
7 halves of
Worked
beef.
his balls off.
Yeah, we got her done quick.
Like, would the
earliest I've
Merkley
ever
boys be
been home.
proud?
You know, I meant to take some pictures to show them some of my handiwork, but I was just so damn busy and greasy the whole time. I didn't want to go digging for my phone anywhere. But we did 2 steers on Friday, and then 1.5 then on Saturday. And I was done putting meat in the freezer by 9 p.m. I typically don't leave East Central Indiana by that time. So we were really throwing it down.
Booking.
So I got to sharpen my knives all up. They need a good sharpening for hogs this weekend. But then we'll be putting away the butcher gear, I guess, till probably next deer season, I suppose.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully next year's a little bit more bountiful than this year.
yeah, for sure.
In my neck of the woods.
Yeah, we had a tough spot.
But other than that, Wyatt's season ended a little abruptly. The last team they were going to play, I guess, had too many injuries, so they just dropped out of their season. So they went ahead and
Well, they only have 6 kids that could play, or what?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 6 kids or just 7 of the bad ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at any rate, it ended about a week earlier than.
Local school?
I mean, I couldn't tell you
Yeah.
who was going to play.
Okay.
But he started baseball now. So he had his first baseball practice. He's been looking forward to that for 2 months. So.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
We're happy to hear that.
Heck yeah.
We're happy
That's
to hear
all I
that.
got, though.
What about you, big dog?
Well, we have the youngest addition of the Lindemann household's been battling it. Little man's building up his immune system. We went through a stretch there where you could about predicted the weather, whether he was going to sleep through the night or be up every 2 hours. We had a couple of tough stretches there. Kind of in a bad spot, when you're at a year old, 13 months now, where you're kind of them twofers, them back molars are breaking through, and
Tough.
you grow spurts, and then you get the crud. And,
Real tough.
he's been fighting it, but other than that, he's been doing pretty well lately. Boy's itching to get walking. He's getting close, but that'll change the dynamic in the household when he can start chasing people down. So, middle school baseball got started for us this week.
How's the team look?
We got some work to do. But that's okay.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we, our older kids can't rest on a, fairly successful season last year. So they've been working hard. They decided not to play too much post regular season basketball because in the past, they've played about a tournament every weekend after the season's gotten over.
Yeah.
And this year, I think they're just playing in the Southridge Shootout, which I like.
Yeah.
I like that. But
I remember last year it was kind of a scheduling
it's
nightmare trying to get Wyatt to both of those.
you don't have all the kids there, and you're trying to get stuff done. But we work with it. It's of course we do what we can. But
Takes a tribe
you get that fresh crop
or
of
a village.
Yeah, it takes a village. You get that first crop of seventh graders in, and you kind of give them that good stern talking to, and let them know that it ain't little league anymore, and we got things to learn and things to do, and
Pop your titty out his mouth
and get
top baby in here.
and get going. So, but that's been about it. We busy with all the little ones. Bitty basketball for the other two. They really enjoy it. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a tough spot, but they seem to enjoy it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get to catch up with some other parents, some other fans of the show. I had one today that was walking out. I don't know if I'm supposed to know him, but he knew me as one of the Dutchmen. He said, can't wait for the episode to drop tomorrow. And I said, well, we got one coming for you. So Dave, make sure that, we got that good there. But
Yeah.
I got pictures of a Dutchman sticker in the wild, too, on the back of a lawnmower from one of our buddies over at Hopf Outdoor Power.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
really?
Kind of neat,
Oh,
wasn't
that is.
it? Yeah.
But before we go any further, we have to take a moment of silence
Yeah.
for, if he listened to the show, he'd be a friend of the program.
Oh, sure.
But
God dang it.
we
We
lost.
screwed up. We got a whole stack of them right over there. We could have.
The Red Solo Cup.
Yeah. We lost a good one. A man of the people from Oklahoma, Mr. Toby Keith.
Yeah.
Passed away, stomach cancer.
Bad, too.
Very unfortunate. 62 years old, I think.
62. Yep.
And it's crazy. I mean, I don't know that
Been
there's
fighting it for a long time.
few years. Probably one of them rare types. I think just do whatever you can. But he passed away this week. He was a big couch guy. Did you ever see him on one of his USO trips?
Yeah, it was up 2 years ago, but didn't get to see him in country.
Okay. He was a big USO guy. He was a supporter of the troops. I think he did a lot for entertaining the troops. And, of course, the unfortunate thing of it is, Smoke, like anything else nowadays, depending on what side of the aisle you sit on, a guy like that was pro-America, patriotic, the others, these folks come out of the woodwork to, oh, we're glad he's gone. Like I seen some of those on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some that he was a racist. He was this, he was that. But, that's whatever. But we lost Toby Keith this week. So that's a sad thing there. But, he had he had some
It
hits.
says he's only been 2 years. I thought he had it for a hell of a lot longer than that. Said he went public with his diagnosis in June of 22.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think,
cups. There they are.
did I see something that Prince Charles was diagnosed with
Yeah, I've seen that too.
prostate cancer?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what kind. I just saw that he was.
Yeah, because there was some of those TikToks flown around where there was.
It's 2024, Casey. Everybody's gonna get cancer. I mean, look at what we eat.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have foot cancer. Dave may have face and back and leg cancer. I mean, you may have beard cancer. Who knows?
God, I hope not. That's a beautiful beard.
Yeah.
Well, hey, way to be a positive, bright ray of sunshine on this day.
Well, I'm just trying to pull us out,
Oh, move on to the next thing.
Not really. I mean, we don't need to rush through Toby Keith. Good God, he's an American.
Were we ever going to do that moment of silence, or am I just going to edit it in like?
Oh,
we did?
no.
Oh, shit. Fire.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We'll do a moment of silence here.
Yep,
There
that
we
was
go.
a good one.
Good deal there.
Just
Thank
want
you.
to be sure we stuck through with what we said we're going to do.
Well, put a boot in your ass, 'cause it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam.
Put your name.
That's a hell of a
top
song.
of his list.
There you go.
Yeah. So we.
Damn it.
I had an interesting situation
Tell me about it.
yesterday. I went grocery shopping,
Mm.
and I'm a big self-checkout guy.
No. God. Add another mark to your list.
Why?
God damn you.
Why is that such a
Because
bad
they
thing?
suck. Because
But Sam's Club, that's so easy.
I'm sorry.
Sam's Club, it's very easy.
If you don't buy beer.
Yeah. Well, all it is when you buy beer, you get to the end. She wants to see your ID anyways.
Yeah, and then you got to wait on old Charlene that's 6 aisles down that's having a chat about her broken fingernail with Betty Lou, who's...
So you'd rather wait online than her for her to check you out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You know why? Because I don't fucking work there.
Well,
Yeah.
What if I told you that I got
Soapbox.
invited to the Sam's
How do you
Club
get
Christmas
gas?
party?
That's what I say. Yeah, how the
Sam's Club Christmas party. Was great.
Justine's mom.
You pump your own gas?
Yes, sir.
There you have it. Same thing.
Well, the only state you don't pump your own gas is New Jersey, I think.
Well, when I was a youngster
true.
coming up, you still had your gas pumped for you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there's only
Swifty gas station would pump it for
Swifty, and then old Butch's. Butch's did it too, full service.
you. I'm just saying, it's the way of the world.
I know, man, but I don't like it.
Milk used to get delivered to your house. Now you got to pick it up in the store. That's why there's so many.
I always used to preach about how, like, I was the big drum beater for the coal. Remember whenever
Yeah.
Obama put all them real harsh restrictions on the EPA and all that stuff?
Yeah, you're probably on some lists.
Oh yeah, I was a big trumper. Like, hell yeah, coal mine. Because that's. I mean, literally, that's
It's your
how-
livelihood.
Yeah, I mean, I was raised on coal money, and I built my base on coal money and all that stuff. And I was sharing something online, and this Democrat, I know we're not allowed to do this, but I'll say it because he's openly Democratic.
You make it sound like he's gay.
No.
He's openly Democratic. I'm not calling him names. He
And
said
I'm
it
pretty
first.
sure he doesn't listen to the show. So that's even
Just
better.
watch out for him.
Yeah. But he said, what do you think the people who used to clean up the horse shit
Oh, yeah.
on the dirt roads thought
Yeah,
the
about
moment the
car.
first automobile came rolling down the line? And he kind of puts you in this perspective there a little bit.
Had stroke to your ankle cancer.
Yeah. But, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, get over it.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
that's a little apples and oranges comparison.
how you figure?
I mean,
Going coal, like getting rid of coal and going straight green energy.
because you're comparing apples.
Ain't gonna be no need for no damn coal miners.
Yes, there
no more.
is.
How you figure?
With green energy?
No. If it was just renewable, like this was a post. This was a
Oh,
post about.
sorry. I went straight to electric cars.
No,
Like, you
this
still
was a-
got to power the power.
No, this was a post strictly on like renewable energy, and like it was one of those long time ago things. So
Yeah.
it's not even relevant anymore. The facts have changed so many times since then and now. But he just brought it into a perspective about what do you think the guy that was running the poop wagon for the horse-drawn carriages up and down the street thought whenever they seen.
Well, I tell you
You
what.
know, that's somebody they never accused of being the father of somebody else's baby.
Yeah.
Like the milkman or the mailman, the shit man was never.
No.
Well,
No.
but find me something that
It makes
is gonna,
sense.
Well, but in reality, if you think about it, find me some kind of solution that is going to take you away from having to use coal, except if you want to use it recreational.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Nuclear.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
But you said find a solution. That's just
Well, but the point of it is this guy that he's talking about. All right, so you said man, you said guy.
Yeah, it's a man.
This man is
them.
not thinking about
Him.
Can I touch your hair?
Yeah, did you see that TikTok? That is wild, man. If we ever walk into Maxie's barbershop and he asks if you can touch my hair, number one, I'm gonna reach around and kick him in the sack, and number two, I'm gonna kick him in the sack again. Those are wild videos, man.
I don't have. I mean, I get ask. I mean, I appreciate.
Hi, welcome to the barber. Can I touch your hair? No, you can't touch my hair. I just want you to look at it and cut it with your eyes.
Did you see that one where that guy, he goes, can I touch your hair? He goes, no. So he's got the clippers and he's like, going around his hair.
Shit.
But
What a wild world we live in, man.
But back to that point, this guy's not talking about nuclear energy.
No.
He's simply saying
He was just
doing away with coal.
Shut
because
up, you knuckle dragging
Republican.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Which, anyways. It is
Hey,
what it
while
is.
we're talking about government and weird shit and we don't go into politics,
we're going to go ahead into politics a little further.
we're not.
Oh, we're going to get out of politics.
I wish we had another one of these mics. I know Couch Guy doesn't want to be on camera, but he might be able to chime in on this one. But he'll just do it from the back row. But I seen a TikTok today that was mildly frightening. And I did a little Googling.
Is that one I shared with that one broad?
No.
Oh.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, that's probably one of the funniest sound bites I've ever heard in my life. But it was on USA News. The Tom Cruise looking feller that's on like the nightly news.
Lester Holt.
Is he a good looking guy?
Oh, Lester Holt's black.
Oh, well, then he's not Tom Cruise looking fella.
He's a black Tom Cruise.
It was on ABC News. Anyway.
Oh, George
Well, it was
Stephanopoulos.
USA.
Is it?
Is it
Snuffleupagus?
Is it George Stephanopoulos?
I don't know, but I don't want to lose this article.
Okay.
Article?
It said about the Chinese, the cyber attacks.
Okay.
Have you seen any about this?
Uh-uh.
Chinese hackers aim to launch a destructive cyber attack
On our grid.
Yeah, and they're going after
Rural areas.
water treatment plants, gas lines, electric like power plants, and transportation hubs.
So
And they said that like they were telling the people on this news article or report that you should have 36 hours worth of food and beverages and whatever you need in your home, like everybody. And that was on the news.
So
this is 12 hours ago is when this popped.
back home on Tuesday, so it was actually in Ohio, I guess. Apparently there was a big national convention of sheriffs in D.C. last week.
Yeah.
So the sheriff of, gosh, I'm not going to think of the name of the county. I want to say Brown County, but that's not right. Butler County in Ohio made
Just
a statement.
outside of Cincinnati.
19 miles from Wayne County. Made a statement, though, that the FBI had told him that these cyber attacks were coming. They're going to attack
I don't know how to
rural
turn
areas.
this off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Computers is hard.
But so he made a big statement, and he bought ARs for all the cruisers that didn't have them, and they're putting together some training thing for the community how to make it through in case of a terror attack.
Yeah, so this guy
And,
said that they've been working on it for 5 years.
Mhm.
But here's my question. Why would they put that shit up? I mean, obviously they want the nation to know what's going on because that's what they do in the news.
I'd say
I told you he'd get all fucking hard decked back there and couldn't keep to himself. But I just, why would they put shit like that out in the news without having like full, I don't know, how do they know they've been working on it for 5 years? Is that when
unless there's something bigger they're trying to keep you from looking at over the next couple months, couple weeks, so they put
Well,
something
but
out
here's
there
the
for
reality
everybody
of
to
it.
tisk-
Do we honestly not believe or not think that all these superpowers don't know exactly what the other superpowers are doing?
right?
Like, do we actually believe that we don't know what North Korea actually has, what Iran actually has?
Well, it says the DOJ disrupts Chinese hacker their efforts to use malware to hijack U.S.-based routers. So, like, that's where they're trying to infiltrate.
This
which would be-
guy in Butler County said that they have 50 Chinese cyber attacks a day and like 15 Iranian cyber attacks a day in little Butler County, Ohio, which I don't know how much that is, but that's what he was popping off about. Who knows? Maybe they do. I guess that's.
I don't know.
I don't know. I found that kind of wild because we were, they said let this be clear, cyber threats to our critical infrastructure represent real world threats to our physical safety. I mean, that's kind of a wild deal there.
But why is a power plant? I mean, I don't know.
Because everybody's so reliant on the grid.
What do you mean? If a power plant goes down?
No.
Okay,
I get.
Yeah, you know that. Okay.
But what I'm talking about is I guess the computers within the power plant are on a network of some sort, but how?
If our grid goes down, like if we were to crash the grid?
I get it.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay.
I mean, the reason they tell you 36 hours is because it wouldn't take that. I mean, they would be able to get this cleaned up, I would think, fairly quick.
Now,
They would be able to get emergency resources in place in 36 hours.
Yeah.
I think, but they're not going to fix the grid, I wouldn't imagine.
Well,
depending on what kind of.
you think the cancer talk was a little down? How about
Well,
everybody
no.
being
This
taken down
doesn't
by
have
the
to
Chinese?
be. This doesn't have to be down. I mean,
I feel
This
like
is
we're
real shit.
in a pretty good shape if that happens. There's people out there that just wouldn't know what to do. I think.
100%. That's
like
what I'm saying.
36 hours of food to me, I'm like, shit.
We went to.
I've had enough beef for a year. I just got to figure out how to keep it cold.
We went and visited people before that lived in a family member of ours that lived in the inner city in an apartment, and like we opened their refrigerator and it was like there was nothing, like an apple. And
Because I go out to eat all the time.
yeah, like DoorDash.
Well, you don't
Uber
think,
Eats.
You don't think Applebee's will be open during a Chinese cyber attack?
I don't know. Hell no. You think McDonald's is flurry machine don't work on a normal
work on a
Tuesday,
normal day, yeah.
Tuesday, let alone during a cyber attack.
Hey, that McDonald's in Huntingburg, I've started to notice a little trend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people turning left out of that onto old 64 there.
Jenna does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arrow.
Highly illegal.
The arrow
They even had to
shows
come back
right.
after the fact and pour that little hump.
Yeah. Doesn't
middle.
stop.
Jenna's drove over that before.
My
turning
mom,
right in.
my mom drove over the hump and then immediately hung another right straight into the old drive-through.
That's what Jenna does. She
Yeah.
hops the hump and then pulls in there so she ain't
and the
gotta go
kids,
around.
the kids narked her out when they were with us. She said, "Mama just drives over that and goes in the line."
Instead of going around the building? That's a wild thing.
It's not how it's supposed to be done there, but
Hey,
whatever.
have you guys ever paid attention to these local high school barstool accounts?
Yes.
No. Well, the one got brought up because didn't one of them get canceled or get in
Well,
trouble
some of them are
last
pretty
year?
tough.
The one school south of us in the northern part of Spencer County,
That's
Yeah, they got
a racial
yeah
that's what it
attack.
on
Southridge kid
Yeah.
last year.
on the
Not even last year. Well,
Hey,
football season.
football. Yeah, that
Sectional.
one. Yeah.
Um,
And I think another TikTok, or excuse me, another account north of us in this part of the county had. Remember we talked about the some of the local boys that got a little pod talk going on in the basement, little basement project down
Yeah.
the road here.
yeah.
They posted a picture of those fellers on the Twitter machine and said something about I can't believe these degens show their face in public, or I can't believe these guys go to school or some shit. And I loved it because one of the fellers was so quick-witted. He said, we go to school. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, thanks for the advertisement. You know what I mean? Like, hey, thanks for the like or whatever, you know what I mean?
Well, we say it all the time.
Yeah.
I got
Any
into
press is good press, brother. You'll
I got
catch
into
on.
one. I think it was between Vincennes and Washington. I guess somebody stole somebody's sign,
Oh,
and it was back.
man, we did that once.
It was back and forth like 8 or 9 times. But all these schools have them. Like it's a wild.
Do you remember the yard signs that you used to put in your front yard of the football helmet and
Yeah.
your number?
Yeah.
We had to do that too. We did that. I wasn't actually involved in that mission. Couch Guy might have been, but I wasn't. But there may or may not have been several of those signs removed from that northern part of the southern county of us here, and brought back to here and dispersed amongst.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we have no dog in these fights.
No.
We just as casual engagers of content
or
watch.
just general alumni of Southridge.
Yeah, but it's like burner
Not
account
Dave.
central
Yeah.
because those people will make up burner accounts
Yeah.
to
It has to be.
operate on.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
It's funny.
Or is one of them you, Couch Guy?
No.
Are you on the high school?
It can't be. No, it can't be him. But no, I think some of them hit pretty close to home. And I think that's, I don't know, it's a little racy sometimes.
Well, I think the thing of it is, I mean, the anonymity of the social media things.
Lived in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't say that to somebody like,
To their face?
Yeah.
No, that's because they're keyboard warriors.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Kind of like the old
anonymity
TikTok
of it.
user
679.
679.
Bunch of yellow-bellied bitches.
That's
Did
right.
you see there was a YouTube comment? It said, "Are you guys old
Or fat.
or fat?"
Both.
Yeah.
Or I'm both.
Working on both. Again,
Yeah.
everybody sitting at this desk is diabetes free,
Yes.
except one guy,
No.
Couch Guy.
Well, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're diabetic free.
Yeah.
We ain't got to have the diabetes shoes or the socks or, yeah.
No, he's got the whole goddamn or gosh darn deal there. He's all in.
Dave, you got anything? I mean, you got anything that's really burning your oil there?
No, honestly, I've just been really busy this week. Kind of zipping all over, it seems
The
like.
Harley looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got that done tonight. Oh, I've been waiting on that for a while. Kind of.
I wouldn't let him ride it.
Well,
You
it's like,
kinda
do you
had
need
like
a
a little mother hen moment there.
Well, it's like, you're going to have like somebody with a more professional eye to look that over for your rider. And I was like, no. We're taking her down the
More
highway.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, goddamn. I mean, we're talking about a.
Did you torque them nuts to the specific?
I don't know what the specific
See,
was.
that's what I'm saying. You don't have a
went to
torque. You don't have a torque wrench.
I do too. I just don't know what torque to go to.
Why didn't you Google it? Because every one of those nuts, I'm sure, especially on that belt
I
housing,
loosened them.
Huh?
So I know about what I loosened them at.
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. Good God!
They've
almighty.
been making that motorcycle since before torque wrenches was out there.
Touche, but I'm just saying, like, good God, Dave. I mean, there's people that make lots of money working on those machines, and some things that got brought up in conversation today at work. Some things are just better left to the professionals. Now, let me preface that by saying, well, I guess I didn't have to preface it because I've already said it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Let
going to
me-
DIY a colonoscopy.
For sure. Yeah. Like, I would not want you to go
Yeah, I'd come help you hang
fishing
some
around my
cabinets.
asshole with a garden hose and a mag light. But
I guess I do have one of them endoscope ones.
yeah, okay. But
Got
what
about a
I'm saying
6-foot
is on
lead.
that there Harley machine is you're working on now if you were working on like the horn or like the flashlight or maybe like the passenger foot peg
Yeah.
or something that wasn't like extremely important to the functionality and safety of the machine, I wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know? But like the wheels and
Yeah, we have
tires.
both axles out.
Yeah. Those
All the
things.
brakes off.
Yeah. Now, did you grease the axles when you put them back?
Oh, there's plenty of grease left over.
Uh-huh. See? That's what. Did you put anti-seize on any of the bolts?
There's left over.
Yeah.
No, I put Loctite on them.
Oh, good. So that way you can never take them.
Well,
The
blue.
blue.
Loctite
Yeah, the blue. Okay.
is a little rattly.
Now, do you know the difference between red and blue Loctite?
Red and
I
blue.
didn't think so.
One's permanent and one's.
I just wanted to hang you once. I mean, goddamn, give me a break. That's a blue collar comment. You get it. It's okay. We're moving past.
I get it. I get it. I don't ever attack your profession
No, because
because there's plenty of it'd be like shooting fish in a barrel.
yeah, there's plenty of knuckle
Okay.
draggers everywhere to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sorry. I just didn't want to be involved in
Your
anything.
untimely demise.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not saying you're going to go fast enough to die, but I just didn't want to see.
Well, I would think if the front wheel would come off, that'd be problematic.
Well, not
Just dump into it, lean
Yeah,
back, and ride a wheelie.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just downshift and let her rip. That's Indian Larry that bitch right back up in the drive here.
Oh God!
Yeah, but that's only really was my concern. I mean,
I'll
it
let
looks,
you know if I make it to work in the morning.
Oh, it's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
ride it in the
dark.
morning?
Yeah. It's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow.
Oh, I know. We can't talk about it.
What's it going to be in the morning?
51.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No.
That'd be good.
You going to wear a jacket?
probably my vest. Not my leather vest. Jenna got me a vest. I think I need new chains. The vest I wear for my leather vest I bought when I was a little fella.
Yeah.
So I put extender chains on it.
You're kidding.
He's been down real key.
Does it have a lot of patches on it?
Not a lot, but I like the ones that are on there.
I mean, I'm just saying, like in general, do you have
I got patches on there.
a nice collection of patches? Now, are they sewed or are they?
I sewed them on there.
Yeah, you.
Well,
did.
the ones that I got at the Boogie, they sewed on. But like, I guess the most recent one I sewed on was I had all those Wally patches made. I sewed that one on there.
Yeah. Did now you said they sewed them on at the Boogie? You had people sew patches for you at the Boogie?
Well, when you buy patches there, they got a little foot powered there in their booth.
Oh no shit! I've never done that there.
Yeah, hell yeah, you can get anything done at the Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. If you want,
I almost got my
it.
cock washed for $5
Yeah,
one time.
they'd have charged more by the time they got done.
Yeah.
Took us longer to get in there.
Anybody got a ratchet strap? Yeah. No, it was a pretty wild deal there. That's if you want to see the capacity of the American human being, just head on out to one of those shindigs. It's a wild.
Now the
time to
Boogie,
be
that's
alive.
is that in Bedford?
Yeah, it is.
No,
now.
well,
Used
Bean
to be.
Blossom.
No, it ain't Bean anymore.
Well,
They
there's
moved it. It's south of Bloomington.
Yeah, what's
on
the
37.
damn name of that little?
It's
No, it's somethingville.
it's in a damn. It's an old.
It's an A-Bait dirt bike park.
Yes, it's an 8, but it's exactly what he just said. Yeah.
Because when I took the A-Bait course this fall with our buddy Chops, which it was fun. Chops and I rode down together. It was great, and probably
Same
seeing
bike.
two big guys on a we drove
same bike.
Oh, car.
two
Chops
big
is gonna
guys
hit me.
two big guys on those 250s. I'm sure we look great, but
250s.
that's what those were.
Oh, you used their motorcycles.
Yeah.
That's right. Because you took the whole class.
I don't think you can do the class on anything but theirs.
No. I didn't do the class. I just did the.
Riding.
I just took the test. Yeah.
They but anyways, the guy was talking about, go to the Boogie at least once.
God damn.
Because he said there's a calm side and then there's a party side.
So when we
I don't
got
believe
there,
that.
it's all a party.
Mm-hmm.
We got there the first night. Me and my buddy went, and we had trailered down there and took the bikes because we couldn't get tents and coolers and everything on the bikes. And we just
You always take a chase truck. We always took a chase truck.
We get in there and we're like, well, where do we set up? Anywhere you want.
In your region. Well,
We didn't go by region at the time, so we just set up first place we see.
Mhm.
And I made a cocktail and we sat down next to the road, and it was like right by the entrance.
oh yeah.
And this guy said, "You just going to sit here all day?" I'm like, "We're not supposed to sit here." He's like, "It's a Boogie. Do whatever the you want.
Yeah.
But if you're going to sit here," he's like, "We'll pay you if you want to check armbands."
Yeah.
So we worked for Region 10. Is this Region 10?
Yes.
That's who I worked for, I think.
Yes.
So anyway, they signed us up and said, "Tell you what, we'll pay your basically everything you paid to camp and get in for the weekend if you work the graveyard shift tonight and tomorrow night." So we worked 2 midnight shifts, just checking armbands all night.
They give you an armband, one for you and one for your
Right.
motorcycle. And if you leave the gate, you have to have matching numbers.
Oh, so that way you don't
Somebody don't steal your
kind of like
bike.
the old when you have a baby at the hospital
Yeah.
to match mom.
Same
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, that was a wild party. I seen people get run over with motorcycles.
Mhm.
Seen people just getting their teeth knocked out. I seen one dude trying to do donuts on his bike with a big old inflatable girlfriend on his handlebars, and he ate
It's
shit.
it's a wild time.
You wanna go?
around.
Get your bike, man. I've been trying to talk Jen into going, and she's just not.
Justine's been to a few.
I'm all in.
It's at the Lawrence County Motorcycle.
There you go.
Lawrence County Recreational Park.
Because because normally that's the same weekend. I've never been to Little Sturgis in
July
Kentucky.
20th through the
Do they still do Little Sturgis?
They had to call it something different because Big Sturgis got shitty about it. But
Why would Big
they're
Sturgis
normally
care?
because they were riding on the Sturgis, but it was Sturgis, Kentucky.
yeah.
But they're normally the same weekend, or they used to be. And I always wanted to do one day up there, then one day down there.
Mhm.
Thought that'd be cool.
Would you ever do Big Sturgis?
I want to go. So Jelly Rolls, no, that's a different thing. That's Wisconsin. No, Jelly Roll is going to be at Sturgis this year. I told Jen about it. So at the Buffalo Chip, if you camp, you get to watch all the concerts for free. And it's like $900 to camp, $700 to camp for 9 days for 2 people. But you get it. It's like Jelly Roll, Travis Tritt, Kid Rock, all going to be playing there. Those
This year, 24? Yeah.
Now, would you ride out or would you trailer out?
I would want to ride, but I'd rather find a group of people that want to ride to go with a chase truck. So then you can drive so you can drive through the night. You know what I mean? Because it's like a 22-hour drive to get there. I don't want to ride 22 hours straight. But if you had multiple people going, you could load up for a while and take turns. You could drive straight through.
You take a trailer, like a chase trailer. Like
Well,
a
no,
lot of those guys, like
Wally had that box trailer that would fit probably 4 bikes.
and they always take it to Daytona to buy
Yeah,
the
so
week.
you could load up
They
4
would
bikes
trailer
in
down
there,
and then just ride around.
4 guys in the truck. If somebody wanted to ride for a while, get out, ride a few hours, but then load up of the evening.
The boogie this year is on July 18th.
Yeah, it's always the second or third weekend of July.
Yeah.
Man, that's hot camping though.
Oh, it was miserable, but yours.
You don't-
Now, the year I was there was the first year they brought in
You
these
don't give
shower
a goddamn
trailers.
if you're hot or not, man.
I guess.
We went to Hog Rock one day.
I've never been to Hog Rock. Want to go?
That's a good time. We went to Hog
Plumbers
Rock one
Creek
time.
run up there north of that one's getting pretty big.
The only thing we did for an entire day at Hog Rock one time was dump cooler water over our heads because it was so hot. It was disgustingly hot. It was terrible. And if you go to Hog Rock, the key is to get there Thursday early when they open and get a campsite on the river. Like Hog Rock, Cave in Rock, Illinois is where it's at, like over by Garden of the Gods and all that.
Yeah.
That river, the Wabash runs right by it. So you got to get where you can get your campsite on that outside row because you get that breeze that comes off the river.
And you go dip your toes in the water.
No,
Man, I don't remember what it was
scary.
that I got such a
Not the Wabash.
kick
Yucky.
out of. I don't think it was
Showering
a-
with another person that was an opposite sex of me that wasn't my wife was a wild experience.
Yeah, that's weird.
We don't need to go into that.
I mean, other than the fact that she was in the stall next to me, and then whenever I got out from the
Oh,
shower,
yeah, yeah.
you know, no, I thought like,
Oh.
hey, come wash my back. You know, no, it wasn't anything like that. But like, it's literally a semi trailer,
Yep.
and it has a boys' side and a girls' side, and obviously you could only imagine that the girls' line was way longer than the boys' line.
Yeah.
Just I guess more things to wash or whatever, blah blah blah. How women
Maybe
are.
more to worry
Maybe
about.
women care.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
their
whatever.
hygiene.
And just, for some unknown reason, this woman didn't give 2 shits and she came over in the dude's line.
Well, like you
Well,
said.
hell, you know what I mean? When in Rome, so yeah, whatever. It's just like one of those deals, you know?
Boogie.
Yeah, it was just the boogie thing. Yeah. The Hog Rock. It was a
God,
wild
I
thing.
love a motorcycle.
The first thing
ride.
I seen, okay, so here we are. Let me paint this picture.
Paint it, Picasso.
Me and
You
another-
guys got to get motorcycles.
me and
We need, hey, big,
big
year
fan
here.
of the show that I'll leave nameless.
But describe to a T.
no, I'm not going to go any farther than he's a big fan of the show.
Is he a big guy?
Yes, that's
Here
it.
he goes.
That's all I'm going.
Here
There
he
we
goes.
are. It's kind of like a fun guessing game. See if we can get it in 5 questions or
We
less.
ride up with a group of guys from Dubois. Most of them are around our age. We took our shit over to a guy's house in Jasper the night before that I'd never met in my life.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, this is his address. Show up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Put all your shit on his trailer. He's driving a Jeep with a trailer. Okay. So we take our coolers and our tent and our shit over there. He's driving the chase truck. Meet up at, I think we met at Hayesville at the Y or somewhere because we went 50 up,
That'd be a nice ride.
that way to Bedford, and
Yeah.
then you jump. It's right, once where 50 hits 37 right there at Bedford, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump.
Mhm.
It's close enough to the Golden Corral in Bedford to
But now that 69's there, I
puke
think
in the parking lot. Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah,
now. This is
yeah.
a long time ago when we went. I was not 21. I was
Oh.
like 19. The first one I ever went to,
what year?
or 20, probably 20. Yeah, no, I bought my Harley with the first tax check that I got from
I went
working
in
at the
2013.
Okay, no, I would have went and I graduated high school in 2005, started at the mine in 06. I probably went in 07
Okay.
or 08.
Thinking maybe we're
So I
there.
was not 21.
You would have been close to 21, though, because you would have been 21 in 08.
Yeah, so I would have probably been 20. But they gave me a different color armband.
No, I didn't go in 13. I lived here in 13.
Yeah,
I went in 07.
My kids were born.
Oh, wait.
My
Somewhere
kids
there.
were born in 13.
What if you guys
Wouldn't it
We
be?
were there at the same time.
Could have
camped
been.
beside each other?
No, that would
Oh, that would have been cute.
We get in there through this armband check, like David was saying. Like you pay like it's a good time. If you're already a member of ABATE, you show them your
Yep.
card, and then you pay your camping fee. None of us were members of ABATE.
Yeah.
So, you paid
So
an
we
extra
paid
$50.
our extra $50 to get in for our ABATE membership, and then we paid our.
Which, what a moneymaker for them.
It's their biggest fundraiser. Like that's how they advertise.
And it's a hell of a party. Though.
Oh,
I mean, it's
goddamn.
worth every
It's
penny.
insane. So we get in there, and they're like, "Okay, what county do you live in?" We tell them, "Okay, you're in Region 10 for camping purposes. Each campsite is like a network of whatever.
Well, that way,
and
yeah.
they're marked.
Makes sense.
Just your chances of running into somebody that you know is higher.
Yeah.
And it did. It was. As soon as we pulled in, we're like, "Oh, goddamn, look, there's whatever." We didn't make it 100 feet through the line, through the entry,
Yeah.
and you get on this gravel path
Oh, it's so much fun.
that goes around the entire park. They call that like the parade lap or
You got to go one way because there's this hellaciously steep,
perv row.
crazy. Oh, man.
So that's where everybody sets up around this lap. And then literally 24 hours a day for the whole 3 days or 4 days that this thing's going on, it's just nonstop traffic of people driving around on their motorcycles, walking, pulling little carts, anything. And that's just, that's just what you do. you know?
Yeah.
There's a dude that has the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life as a 19-year-old kid from Holland, Indiana.
How many had you seen up to that point?
Well, I mean, I played football with
Yeah.
some guys that
Okay,
some
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
hefty
yeah.
cocks, you know what I mean? And this dude's got a Pringles can hanging off his hip with a Prince Albert and a Coors Light tall boy hanging from the bottom of his root. And we're all standing here like with our jaws trying to pick them back up off the ground thinking, what in the hell have we gotten ourselves into? And I tell you what, guys, I mean,
You became a man that day.
it was probably one of the most fun times I've had. I mean, like you said, like David said, you see what is capable. I mean, and so here, the only way to go to jail at a place like this is fighting or fighting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like they don't.
They
it's-
won't let the cops, like they will
They,
call the
yeah,
cops
like
in,
I'm
but the
saying,
cops
yeah,
will
like
not
David
come
was
in.
talking about, like the armband station. The cops sit on the other side. Now, if you leave the gate and you're up,
Yeah,
you're going
yeah.
to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Like right now.
110%.
Yeah, you're screwed. But I mean, there's dudes in Indiana as a non-recreational use marijuana state, and there's dudes smoking a joint working the intake booth. Like, and the cops are standing from me to you away, and they won't
Well,
do a
but they-
thing.
they know. They
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I'm saying. It's just a.
You keep everybody in here,
Yes, sir.
and it
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
spill out. We won't have problems.
And I think we've talked about it before, but like we talk about Little Sturgis in Sturgis, Kentucky, went down there before. Hell's Angels, the actual 1% Hell's Angels MC, like they have their own compound, which was adjacent to the main stage where like, who'd we see play there? We played Blackstone Cherry. We've seen several big name concerts. You know, that's one thing. Like when we went to the Boogie that year, Quiet Riot was there, and I don't know, just some garage band opened.
So
for Quiet Riot.
do the motorcycle gangs show up for like the boogie?
Yeah,
So when I was that's the only thing
there's
they told us.
affiliations.
Well, the Outlaws were there
Yes,
that year
yes.
because they said because they parked me at the bottom of that big hill,
yeah,
and they said no matter what, people do not go up that hill; they'll kill somebody.
yeah.
So you stop them no matter what it takes. You got to knock them off their bike. And the guy said, unless it's the Outlaws, and then you just let them do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Don't knock them off their bike.
yeah.
I was like,
So
Roger.
the Sons of Silence. There's people there,
but
that,
everybody gets along.
yeah, they have affiliations. Like the Hell's Angels, they had their whole thing was fenced off. Like they had actual cattle gates fenced off their whole. They had like their own little beer garden. They had their own little tent, like a big. They had a tent the size of this shop. You know what I mean? Like so they had their own accommodations. So they didn't mingle with the common folk, I guess you would say.
Well, but they're not. I mean, they're not going to. They don't want to.
No.
That's how they keep problems out.
That's how they keep their, not confidentiality, but their, what am I saying? Like their rapport, that's their thing. You know what I mean?
2011 is when I was there.
No, you got the shirt on in the
That's
picture?
my staff shirt, yeah.
I'll be damned. But no, man, we did. And that was the whole story about whenever the two guys hit the whiskey bottle too hard and went back to camp early. And when we were setting the tent up that night, they didn't see any need to put the stakes in the ground.
Ooh.
And he rolled back on the tent, and the door was 8 feet in the air when me and my cohort come back to the camp to hit the sack. We end up sleeping in lawn chairs.
Good time.
Oh,
That's
God,
not bad.
man. We went that one, Hog Rock, Little Sturgis.
Macy, you got to get a bike again.
I know. I'd like to get one of these days.
Warden let it happen, you think?
Oh, yeah. She loved to ride, man. Yeah. We were big riders. She's a biker bitch from way back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We did. We loved it, man. She had a helmet. I had a helmet. And, yeah, sissy bar, the whole works. The only thing I took off was the windshield. Couldn't do the windshield. Didn't like
I
it.
really liked it
I
in the
took it
winter.
Yeah, well, I never rode in the winter because I didn't have to. You know what I mean? I mean, I love to ride. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like riding cold.
I rode home to Wayne County one year, like late October.
We did the
like
Frosty Balls one time.
28 in the
Not
morning.
Frosty Balls. That's a golf thing. We rode
We did that too.
what the hell was it? The New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We did that one time, and then I think one of the coldest ones that I can ever remember, which is super dumb, but I rode the Little Five one year in Bloomington, and when's Little Five? April,
May.
but like that's late March. No, it's
April.
early-ish April, right? But it was colder than shit that morning when I rode up there because I rode up real early, and yeah, I was jacket and gloves.
Right.
Yeah, the whole works.
All snuggled up.
Oh man, I was colder than shit. Like I had stopped at Lagodi, I stopped at Crane, I probably stopped 4 or 5 times because I couldn't feel my hands anymore. Dixie girl.
That's a tough spot. Hey, let's get into 3 big things from our buddy Brad Ohanian.
Let's do it.
Spy animals. A pigeon, you heard that correct, Dave. A pigeon suspected of spying for China has been released by Indian officials after being held for an 8-month investigation. While
They interrogated a pigeon.
While the bird's case has made global headlines, spy animals captured and exploited by militaries are nothing new. Brad Ohanian, Brado here is, what in the holy world is going on? Holding a pigeon for an investigation, especially 8 months. Like, what do you think this bird's hiding?
I don't know. Maybe they had to wait for the eggs to hatch.
Maybe they weren't real pigeons.
What do you think they were?
Drones.
Maybe they were drones in bird form.
I mean, I think you would know if it was a pigeon or not. You could take an x-ray. The animal's ordeal began in May of last year when it was captured near a port in Mumbai. There was a message written on the pigeon's wings in words that appeared to be Chinese. This led to suspicion of spying and caused police to seize the bird, who was sent to Mumbai's BSDPHA for a medical examination as part of the investigation.
That stupid ass bird probably hit some wet paint on a crate.
I think it turned out
Who
that
does number 2 work for?
I think it was so in 2019 there was a snowy white beluga whale,
A smoky white devil.
that was later nicknamed Vladimir.
Oh, bullshit.
Now those belugas are smart
That's
AF.
shit, dog.
It was
they
spotted
use that
wearing a specialty-made harness
sonar
with
Echo.
mounts for a camera. Belugas are social animals that hunt and travel together in pods. This whale was found to be alone. And
I
was
feel
known
like
to
when you
follow
say the
birds.
word beluga, you got to say it like the old
Beluga.
the horns, the ooga
Yeah.
horns.
Brain chips. Elon Musk's startup Neuralink has implanted a computer chip in a person's brain for the first time. He said in
Bro.
a post on
Apparently, I
his
didn't get
X
picked.
platform on
Bro.
Monday. The embattled billionaire offered few details on the procedure, though he mentioned the operation took place on Sunday and the patient was recovering well. Are we becoming robots?
Have you seen?
I signed up to test for that. I signed up to be like one of the human trials.
You would.
I thought maybe they'd need like a control sample since I have function of all my limbs.
Have you seen the movie called The Circle?
Nope.
It's 2000.
Is that the horror movie with the little girl on the TV?
No, that's called The Grudge. Or no, that's The Ring.
Oh,
Close.
okay.
But no, this one was in 2017 with Tom Hanks and Emma Watson. It was about like the integration of like everything in the world, how it's supposed to be like you join the circle, and it's
May the circle be unbroken.
Not that. But they were doing some chip stuff with that too. And like you wore this thing on your wrist that it monitored everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about like living transparently or whatever. So like there was cameras and
I think movie reviews aren't our thing. Maybe we avoid them.
Maybe we should try to not look at
32 million. That's how many Americans live along the path of 2024 solar eclipse.
Oh, we're in it.
Find
baby.
out if the major celestial event on April 8th will be visible in your area.
Celestial.
I'm going to be in Anaheim.
Yeah, that sucks for you because I think we're going to have about almost 3 minutes.
I thought it was almost 4. We were in the
Knocking on
totality.
4.
I think Bloomington,
Vincennes is a little bit longer than
Indiana, I believe is one of the bigger ones because I think they're pushing for and some change up there because I know hotel rooms are flying off the shelves up there, baby.
We're at
Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit at the resort, and I didn't realize that we were scheduling games for.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag here.
Yeah, buddy.
But I think we may have missed our window.
What do you mean?
We could have really capitalized on some things sailing wise.
Like selling what?
merchandise, I think he means.
For what?
The eclipse.
Yeah, we still can.
Like the Wondering Dutchman blackout gear.
Well, no. I was just talking about like eclipse glasses.
Have you ever seen Spaceballs?
Yeah, I've seen a guy.
Spaceballs, the cereal.
I have seen a guy. I seen something on the
Before
Facebook.
you go into
Go
that.
ahead.
So, Evansville, Indiana, which obviously we're a little bit north and east of that, 95 to 100% at 2:04 local time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3:04 our time. Total duration 12:46 to 3:20 local, which would be 1:46 to 4:20 our time. 4:20, Dave. Get it?
God.
But I was surprised because we had a coach on a schedule. We were scheduling for baseball, and he said, "Well, you guys have school that day." I go, "Why in the hell wouldn't the kids be going to school?" He's like, "Well, we're actually not having school that day.
I don't know that we are going to school that day.
It's an early release day."
We don't have early release days anymore.
We do for a daggone once in a lifetime eclipse, apparently.
It'll happen again in like 28 years.
Half days? Half day. We don't have half days.
They're let early release.
I looked at the school calendar for this big event here. They are doing an early release of the students that day.
You know how many people that's going to French fry?
I tell you what,
Yeah,
you're really
slamming it
catching on
right
quick
in
there.
their ass.
That's stupid. Remember how half days were back when we were kids?
Awesome.
Yeah, they were all right, but now that I'm grown and like I have to deal with babysitters and logistics, that's a pain in the nuts, I'm sure, for those folks. Like the people that have to do that.
Yeah. So that's the 3 big things from our buddy Brad Ohanian. And now it's time for what we like to call Pause for the Cause. We'll be right back. Pause for the Cause is sponsored by our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply. Do you need tires or winter maintenance done on your vehicle? Dubois County Tire and Supply does more than just tires and is there for all your needs. They do oil changes along with checking batteries and coolant protection levels for these winter temperatures. They also do free pickup in Jasper city limits. Have a roadside situation with a tire on your vehicle? They do roadside services for those emergencies. With springtime approaching, check out their selection of lawn and garden tires for all your mowers, ATVs, and other outdoor equipment. Farmers, be sure to check the tires on your equipment before planting season so you are prepared for planting this year. And Dubois County Tire and Supply has great deals on Mastercraft tires going on right now. With stores located in Jasper, Washington, Vincennes, Bloomington, and Salem, they have you covered. Big or small, Dubois County Tire and Supply services it all.
Hey!
Hey,
are back. What a huge thank you goes out to Dubois County Tire and Supply.
Yes.
Our boys over there in the shop.
Get you a new
Zeph
set of
Whitsitt,
tires.
Oil
Mr.
change.
Nathan Frick. You knew the other one that worked in there, didn't you?
Yeah, Brody.
Okay, Brody. Yeah. So thanks to those guys. We appreciate the support. If you are looking for a new set of treads for your ride, go see our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply.
Or a front end alignment.
Front end alignment, oil change,
Oil change.
get your oil changed,
Yeah.
get your windshield washer fluid.
Lawnmower tire.
Yeah, they got it all out
All
there.
of it.
Check it out. But hey, we're into hour 2 now, and hour 2 is brought to you by our friends at Catering by Meyer.
Hour 2 of our program is proudly sponsored by Catering by Meyer. As we step into the new year of 2024, it's time to face a fresh set of events. Graduation parties, weddings, birthdays, family reunions, wedding anniversaries, and class reunions. The good news is you don't have to juggle the complexities of planning alone. Simplify your life by making just one call to Catering by Meyer. Let them take the reins on crafting a delectable menu that will leave your guests raving. Give Catering by Meyer a call today as they are booking up fast.
Big thanks to those boys and girls over there at Catering by
Yeah.
Meyer.
Putting in the hard work there.
Look them up for your next event.
You know, they've got a business that just never stops.
That's right.
Never stops.
Everybody's always got to eat.
Well, some would say we eat too much there, pal. You've been using that a lot.
Fish and
That's
recently.
okay.
Heads.
And I think we need to maybe
Yeah.
let some of them just stay. That's my opinion. Of course.
Oh, okay.
My topic. So first topic
Oh, here comes the next
of
one.
the show. I'm not going to read it because I'm not allowed to,
Oh.
of course. But it just
You
says,
can read it.
"Where is the effing?" But I actually spelt the real word.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the effing remote?
I hate that.
And I think, and it's not only, it's not necessarily. What is there a word that is worse than hate?
Where does loathe fall on that one?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is? I feel like
Abhor. ABHOR.
Hmm?
Abhor.
I don't know what that means, but like, what?
I think
so,
it's a stronger word for hate.
so. Like, yeah, like in my opinion, like hate would be here, and not being able to find the TV remote would be up here.
Does that happen often in your household?
Yes.
Jesus, some freaking kids are always running off with
Okay.
them, hiding them from the other kid.
Okay. So we have in our house now we have 3 televisions. Before
That's a humble brag.
we only had 2 televisions. What are you talking about? How many you got? Yeah. How many you got, Dave? You got like 6, don't you?
And I think
Yeah.
I've got 2.
Yeah.
You got more TVs than me, asshole.
Yeah. I don't believe you for a minute.
There's the one that sits out in the main living room, and then there's the one that's in our bedroom.
There's not one upstairs anymore?
It's not plugged in.
Oh.
It's not used.
It doesn't matter. You got one.
Oh, that's how we're gonna go.
Now, I'm just saying. Now, okay, so
11 if you count the shop.
there you go. So if you go back to it, 11 TVs. Isn't that wild?
Well,
We got a porch TV.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
see, the porch TV is cool.
Okay. My parents got rid of a television because they didn't need it
Are
anymore.
they gonna get a new fridge anytime soon?
I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
Appreciate that.
But
I can't believe. Can we talk about this real quick?
Okay.
I don't mean to hijack your topic. Dave, you knew I needed a beer fridge. You knew it
Why didn't you take that fridge to your house?
because I don't want that. No.
Beggars can't be choosers, princess.
I can't
That's
be.
something you got to learn hard.
Oh,
okay?
for Christ's sake!
But what I'm
Okay.
trying to say is we never had a TV downstairs at all, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then my parents got rid of theirs, so that one went, of course, downstairs. But we have no cable, we have no satellite. We
Get an
have
antenna, homie.
okay, we don't have that, right?
$12.
I got one of those too on ours. We watch. I bet we watch that more than we watch our
Yeah.
YouTube TV.
So then I say, the girls are having a friend over. I said, okay, your brother's going to park his big ass in the living room and play Fortnite for 17 hours straight. And the Roku stick is just going to be sitting up here completely being unused. I'll let you take the Roku out of the living room to the basement. Well, the Roku streaming stick requires a remote.
Yes.
The remote has entered the abyss of that is the basement. You've seen my basement. It's full of barbed.
Never been in your basement.
Okay, you have probably.
Yeah.
It's nothing but Barbies, and that's the kids' zone.
Playroom.
Yeah,
They don't-
American Girl.
They don't like
dolls.
cleaning it out, Dave.
Yeah, for some reason we're not very good. Now, when I say we,
Yeah, tread lightly.
they are not very good at like getting rid of toys. I guarantee you that there's toys in that basement that were bought when the kids were born. I guarantee it. And I can't find the remote, and it's pissing me off. Luckily, the Roku app lets you use your phone as a remote. So like it's completely like the Roku stick is not completely useless.
Yeah.
But I think to my point, why is it? I guess I wanted to list like top 5 things that you think is most commonly misplaced in your household. And I guarantee you, if you surveyed 78 to 90% of most American households, the TV remote's going to fall in that top 5 in every house.
And your wife's anger, that's misplaced. Shouldn't be mad at you. It's not your fault.
Tough spot.
She went deep on that one.
Yeah.
I'd say remote would be there. Cell phone
Fingernail
chargers.
clippers.
Yeah, you lost a pair of fingernail clippers, didn't you?
I've got a pair hidden in the house that nobody knows about because everybody just uses them and takes them to wherever it is they want to go clip their nails at and then just drive. No, I guess they're not driving. They just walk back halfway to where they got them and decide this is a good enough place. And, pitch them wherever they're at.
According to Google,
It's a hell of a problem.
March 9th of 2021, this list was composed. Not really sure what the address or the
Read it to us, pal.
smartphone, number 1.
Yeah.
I never lose that.
TV remote, number 2. Car keys,
Khakis.
glasses, ink pens, earbuds.
Jen is always losing her earbuds.
Here's one. This shows you how old this article is. Masks, your wallet, your phone charger, or your hair ties. This has got to be a British page because it has all,
.uk.
it has the money in
Pounds.
pounds. I think that's what that means. So I don't know if that's relevant in America.
Well, I'd say probably pretty close.
Yeah, might be.
I think the secret to all this is you have to have a lot of those things. You have to have the same put up place. So we have a key thing that is there on the wall that I always hang my keys on. Janelle seems to just keep them in her purse.
So I Googled top 5 items lost in household. Look at the number 1 hit for Reddit.
Oh, my. What have you been searching?
How does now? What do you mean? I Googled top 5 items lost in household.
Now, watch. If I Google it, it's
The number
be
1
something different.
You think?
Oh, absolutely.
Will the Reddit post be there?
Number. Did you spell
I
one,
just
or?
no. I just said top number 5 items lost in household.
Number 5, spelled number.
No, just the number, the numeral.
Top 5 things.
No, top 5 items lost in household. You know what this Reddit thing says, Casey?
Tell me, buddy.
Look, it's
What's-
not on mine.
Huh?
It's not on mine. I Googled top 5 items lost in household.
Oh, I misspelled household. HOUSHOD is what I Googled. The number 1 hit for Reddit was, what are the best household objects to stick your dick in?
Huh.
That's what showed up in my Google. I have not Googled on what things to stick my unit in my household.
When in Rome.
But so I have this remote control debacle has led me to purchase the beepers. You ever seen those?
Heard of them.
Friends of the programs, the Shirleys, they have remote control beepers that when they either get lost in the depths of the couch or they get wherever misplaced, they just hit the little button and it beeps where the remote is.
See, I thought about, because I've got my command station, my chair I always sit in, and I've got a little end table. I thought about stealing some of the pins from the bank with the chain.
I thought about
and
taking
them.
a freaking 2x4 and epoxying the son of a bitches to the 2x4 to where you have to take the remote physically off of the board to change the batteries, and then you lock it back onto the board. But here's going to be this whole ass 2-foot piece of 2x4 that's going to have
Get you a TV tray.
that's going to have 2 remotes glued to it, because this is an issue.
Yeah,
Every television in our house, just because we're streamers. Like every TV that we have has its own stream, because our TVs are old, so they don't have they're not like smart TVs. So we had to buy these Roku sticks to.
I mean, none of ours are either.
We've
got
smart
Fire Sticks.
Yeah, so same general concept. So then each TV has to have 2 remotes. Like our Roku in the living room is old enough to not be able to have the TV control functions on the remote itself. So like each TV has to have a TV. We have TV remote, special remote. That's what we call them. Where's the special remote? That's how it is. And like Justine has a pretty good lock on where the remote stays in the bedroom, because she's got like you said, it's like a little cubby that sticks to the side of her nightstand on her side that's got a remote control to the heater, or little bedside heater thing that she runs. And then it's got another cubby for each of the 2 remotes that goes to the television in our room. We very, very rarely lose it in our room. But for some reason, the one that's out in Gen Pop, that son of a bitch sprouts legs every other day. And I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. There, that was a hard one. And if you want to keep that, and I'll play it over and over and over and let my kids hear it, that'd be fine. But I'm just looking for options. I'm all ears on. Does this happen at your house?
all the time.
It probably doesn't happen for you yet.
Well, because we don't let our kids handle remotes. That's our policy. They don't dictate what we watch in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
When will that change?
I mean,
When they move out? When they're 18?
When the eldest heads over to Papaw's, she seems to commandeer the remote, and my father has unfortunately watched some pretty bad cartoons that, not like bad in the sense of like
South Park, Rick and Morty?
No.
What are we talking about?
Like some off the wall created anime thing.
A little Goku, a little Dragon Ball Z,
whatever it is. But no, we'll have it on occasion, but it's one of 2 places. We're big, click it to what they're going to watch, and then there's not a lot of surfing that goes on.
Oh, yeah.
So we really don't have.
And the funny thing is our kids really don't even watch TV that much. They're so
But they're always looking at stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, they're streamers. Like they're YouTube shorts and all those little, like they'll find a topic
Tell
or
them
something
they can watch ours
and
please.
dig into it. You know what I mean? But
It'd be great if they'd watch ours over and over.
they just have to be subscribers. I'd have to create an account for. I could gain us 4, I guess, out of mine.
That'd be great, because then they'd only put us 196 and change away.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's a tough spot.
Today.
Huh?
We're at 808 today.
I haven't checked. I've been too busy.
We're definitely at 808 today. Online.
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about that because, like, Eleanor was the one that was using it downstairs because she had a friend over and they were having like a Taylor Swift dance party.
Oh.
They had like literally probably 12 to 15 hours of Taylor Swift songs just going over and over and over and over again. And
yeah, because she needs the views.
yeah, because she did you see she announced her next album at the Grammys?
The Dead Poets.
Production party property.
I'm a damned.
But anyway,
I don't know what it has to do with anything.
The remote had to be used to play these Taylor Swift songs, and I asked my youngest daughter, dearest Miss Eleanor Jane, where's the remote? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I wasn't watching it last. Evelyn was. No, she wasn't. Evelyn was upstairs in her room with her nose buried in her Chromebook the whole time. You and your friend were down here having this T-Swift dance party. I don't know. And then she just like took her headphones and went right back on her head, and then off to YouTube Shorts land.
Would have been a
She goes.
backhand.
Oh, I know, man. They're ruthless.
Would have been a backhand.
Anyway, I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
Yank those earphones right off her little pretty head, and I just would have smashed
That's
them.
literally what she did. Like, she was like, "What, Dad?" And I asked her the questions, and she was like, "I didn't have it last." And went back.
That would have been the end.
Pretty wild.
That would have been
But
the
anyway,
end.
that's all I had. I just wanted you guys to make it feel that it wasn't like an only me problem.
No, it's not only a problem.
Okay, appreciate it.
I'd say you could poll a lot of Wanderers, and they would have that problem. I want to do a public service announcement. Smoke Dragon, I want to do a public service announcement. As we do this, it is February 8th.
Mm-hmm.
This weather right now wants you to think that spring is right around the corner,
It's not.
but it is not.
Oh, we'll have 3 inches of snow at least here before spring.
This is the biggest tease ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big spring guy. I love spring. It's not quite as good as the fall, but spring can be just as good around here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that itch. Right now, we've been sitting in that mid 50s weather. The sun's been shining. We got out of that polar vortex. But Smoke Dragon, I had to check the calendar to realize it is only February 8th.
It's terrible.
And it is great right now. Great. I think 60 degrees on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, we ought to be out at the track with our buddy Teddy Hoops playing golf.
Heck
It
yeah.
was packed today.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I
went by today at like, I don't know what time it was, after 3:30, I guess. And yeah, there was a shit ton of people.
and we had people playing out at Valley Links. Now Ross and Dye aren't open yet, but I love spring, but I just want people to be aware. Now's not the time to get excited about it because we still got winter. We're still in
I'm kind
February.
of curious if, maybe it's a milder. Maybe it won't get snow again. Is what I'm hoping for. I feel like we always get a guy I used to work with up in Brazil. He always said that it's not done freezing until the end of the Final Four. Isn't that in April sometime?
March.
Okay.
March Madness.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be there probably.
March 19th, 2024 is actually going to be the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere, according to the vernal equinox.
Now, I'm here to tell you, I'm looking at the extended, and as far as you can throw it or trust it, And truth be told, it looks like our highs don't dip any below the 40s.
Well, those are just trends. I feel like we're kind of it's just a trend. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that last little cold snap that we had. If you look back at, like, I think Facebook memories is a good way to tell that, because I think it was 2000 and whatever it was, that stretch in January when we had it was almost to the day the last time we went ice fishing, the last time we had snow to sled, the last time
We just
it's
got
like
a little bit more snow last time.
yeah, like it almost happens, like, I don't know, like I feel like that happens quite a bit.
Well, I think it goes back. We've talked about that before. It goes back to the fact or theory that we remember the weather different because that's a revisionist history of it.
Well, I got to spend some time with Viv before.
Hey,
Berkshire
how
on
was
Thursday.
Grandma
She was
Viv?
doing real good.
She
a little
wasn't
upset I
upset
couldn't-
about
Hey, use what she said for your smokerism.
Maybe I will. Yeah, I
That's
got
a
some-
damn good one.
Yeah, I like it.
We got a tattoo idea, by the way.
We got a tattoo idea.
Yeah.
But
Like all three of us?
Yeah.
you'll hear it here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she was talking about it, and she said that until recent years, 20 years, she said we never didn't have snow before Thanksgiving. There'd always be at least a snow before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's like, anymore, you're lucky to see snow by Christmas.
I can very vividly remember trick-or-treating in the snow
Mhm.
one time
You would get it
as a kid.
a rarity, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like being a young person, my stepdad watched a lot of football, like the professional football.
Mhm.
I feel like there's a lot of snow games.
Well, and that could be because of like stadium upgrades too throughout some of the league.
Yeah, a lot of them have domes.
League games.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. There was something I saw a statistic.
What the hell was? I'm so sorry, Casey. What the hell? I just keep flashing back to that. The press conference with the Tampa Bay, the Bucks. They played. Who the hell did they play? It was.
They were going up to Detroit.
Detroit. And the press conference. Some lady in the reporter in the press conference was asking her about how what they've done to prepare for such cold weather, and is that going to inhibit their game and all this shit? And the guy goes, "You do know we're playing in a dome, right?" He's like, "The most time we got to spend outside is like 30 seconds, and that's just walking from the bus." You know what I mean? It was just hilarious because she had this big elaborate question on how if they've done anything to prepare for the cold weather, and he just literally goes, "You do know they got a dome, right? We're playing indoors."
And they've had a dome before the dome that they're playing in.
Hilarious.
The old groundhog
Oh, he's a crock of bullshit.
has only been right historically 38% of the time.
We Googled this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we went into
Not
it pretty
success
deep.
factor, I don't think. I think we're
Not
just-
success factor.
No, just the
yeah.
direct correlation with the weather and the
Yeah.
groundhog.
and how
itself.
either way it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I just had it today. We
I don't
got
remember.
baseball started this week.
It was
and
last week one day. I got off work and I drove to Ace Hardware specifically to buy fishing bait because like I had gotten the itch so bad that I was going to go home and dig a rod and reel out and just walk down the hill and try to catch a fish. But they didn't have any. Local establishment down the road from our house didn't have any. And I was like, well, piss on it. And then when I got home, my water looked like chocolate milk, so I would have been wasting my time anyway. So I didn't do it. But I'm getting it really bad too. Like I just kept kind of looking over at the lawnmower and,
I'm riding that Harley tomorrow.
looking over here and shit like that, and Dad even said something the other day. He's like, "Yep, got to get that mower in for spring service again, ain't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got to get her on the book, Dad." So it's like it'll be here before
How do you get it
know
there?
Hmm?
How do you get it there?
What's that?
The mower in.
They come pick it up.
Oh, nice.
Mowing is probably my favorite springtime activity.
The first one
Yeah.
when you knock the top off them
It
onions.
smells so good.
You knock the top off them onions, and
And knock the top off a bunch of brews.
yeah,
Golly, let's go.
push them. Take that bucket and shove all them branches and shit out in the woods and stuff like that. Down at our house,
I got a bunch to clean up.
I usually just push them, and then if they're too little to push, I just run them over. I got a couple set of blades. I just keep rotating them through.
They I think something that's underrated in the springtime is a nice springtime fire.
Yeah, he was saying,
Everybody
he
loves
said
a
that too.
fall fire,
Yeah.
but that year of COVID,
Oh God.
because we didn't have
Yeah.
baseball, we had a really nice spring, and I think Janelle and I rattled off a lot of nights of sitting out there.
I was
and
just
enjoying
telling
the fire.
I was just telling Josh at the ball game earlier that I'm going to try to have the Bushy boys come over with what the hell's that noise?
I believe that's Couch Guy.
God damn.
Your first time in a recording
Jesus
studio,
Christ.
Couch Guy?
The lights on, dickweed. We're recording. But
How long
I
you
want to
been
have
sitting there?
I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, holy shit,
Well,
am I hearing
hear it
sound?
too. I thought it was on your Google.
I did too. I was like, huh. But anyway, I'm gonna have that front yard leveled, completely take that hump out, and then I'm gonna bring in stone, and I'm gonna gravel that whole front lot, and then we're gonna put a fire pit in the middle of it, and then we're gonna put 4 raised garden beds because we're gonna have our big community garden up there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do like tomatoes and peppers in the raised beds down below. And then I'll let you do you up there, but I might put maybe 2 to 3 rows of sweet corn up there. That's really the only thing I should hog up on the garden there. But I think the tomatoes and peppers, just because it's convenient to pop out and grab one. We had them there on the side of the shed forever, but
Yeah.
she's always wanted to do this yard garden thing. And the parking situation in my house is, there's no word for it besides dumb. the way, you can't stay out of the grass and there's nowhere to park and all that shit anyway.
Well, and really you need to move your boat out of the way or put it.
Because that's that's another spot up there.
You could do some wrangling.
Yeah, but I want to get that whole front thing under control anyway, because grass never grows there, and the dogs dig holes and all that shit. But what I'm getting at is, since we put the pool down below where the fire ring used to be, we brought the fire ring up there to the driveway, and that kind of just looks like a.
Didn't it get crushed?
Yeah, but then we got the other one there that's by the skinning tree, but that just looks like a meth head deluxe there.
So we got as bad as what Smoke Dragon's got back there.
Well, that's okay, but anyway, I love, and I plan on doing some of that stuff this spring.
Well, because I got some trees to cut down, I got some brush to clean up. Janelle's on me every year about it. I forget, don't feel like doing it, and then you realize you're busy with kids. And if I told her, hey, I'm going to spend a weekend out there not being in here to assist with kids, there'd be a problem. Mm-hmm. It's this never-ending cycle there, Dave.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do that. I feel like it's our job. We all love spring. We all love opening those windows in and letting that fresh air roll through.
That is probably another underrated thing too. When when it's about, it stays up in the mid 60s at night, and you're hitting them like mid to upper 70s during the day, and you get them windows open in the spring. And it's not real humid yet, but
we got to stop talking about it.
Oh, no.
I'm just getting too excited. I'm just going to get let down. The lows are in the 20s.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, when you let your house breathe and all that funk gets out and some fresh air gets in, I like that.
Well, now is maple syrup season.
Jenna went, so while I was butchering, Jenna went to her cousin's house, and he's got some trees he taps and sugar shack built, and they made a bunch of syrup that day that I was butchering.
Is it thick or real runny?
It's pretty thick.
Is it?
The sap or the syrup?
The syrup, the finished product.
Pretty thick.
Really? So the local guy, one of our teachers, used to make it over in Pike County.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and his was always real runny. Like it was a thinner syrup. Very good.
He maybe cooked it more.
Yeah, I don't know what he
Or would you cook it less? Or would you just add more?
Don't know.
Maybe it's how much sugar you're putting in. I don't know what you even put in there to get it to go, to tell you the truth. I've never witnessed that particular.
I think you just cook it down, really. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I like it. It's cool.
But really cool. Don't get too excited. Still February. Yeah. Wait till at least mid-May or mid-March before you get excited about spring.
Just a tease.
Smoke Dragon?
There you go.
Well, so I was sitting at work here one day this week pondering.
Pondering or wandering?
Pondering. And that got me to wandering.
Yeah, go ahead.
But so like a lot of my job is time studies. Okay. How fast we're doing things, where we're wasting time, where we can save time. And then I just really got into time thought process. But it occurs to me that time is a completely man-made reference. It doesn't actually exist in nature anywhere. Like it's not a real thing. We just made it up to help.
Many scientists and philosophers argue that time is not a fixed and objective reality, but rather a subjective and human-made illusion.
That's exactly right. Nothing else in nature pays attention to time. There's cues. It's nighttime, it's daytime, it's spring, it's winter. But there's time we made so we could cope with.
Albert Einstein famously said, people like us who believe in physics know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Mm-hmm. That's wild, huh?
So, and it hit me. I went and took a couple laps today at lunch, and I got thinking about this, if I wanted to make it my topic or not. And the biggest bummer about that is I've always been one that thought you couldn't go back in time, but you could go forward in time because you get far enough away. Like if you're, anyway, but it doesn't matter. It's not time travel because time doesn't exist. It's just all fake that we made up. So you can't time travel.
Well, it kind of goes back a few weeks ago when I talked about my situation with alarm clocks ruling our life.
Mm.
Yeah, you're a slave to your watch.
Yeah.
And time and money both. Those are both completely man-made things that don't have to exist. The rest of nature just relies on symbiotic relationships to thrive and do good. And here we are with time and money, and we're slaves to both of them. And we made the demons that.
Well, Okay, so let's put ourselves into. You remember the book, The Hatchet?
You've talked about it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
might have
familiar.
read it once, but
Well, Brian was involved in a
Plane wreck.
tragic plane crash up there in the Great North.
yeah.
And or like Hatchet, and then what was the other movie? Into the Wild
Yeah.
Okay.
with old Alexander Supertramp. That's what he changed his name to.
Oh, gotcha.
But like, say if you're completely off the grid, right, and you don't have to worry about time,
Right.
Like your watch doesn't mean shit because you're not going anywhere. I still feel like you need to use your time wisely to do what you need to do during the daylight time.
But at that point in time, you don't use the clock. You use the cues that nature gives.
Is that right? Yeah.
I would think, because that's the whole reason we do daylight savings time, because we rely on the clock, not on nature.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to function in daylight hours, we have to adjust the way we view time.
Because nature would have us snoozing in when we do.
Yeah. So
Daylight
we would
savings
just, in the
time.
winter, we'd sleep longer. We'd go to bed earlier. And we'd wake up when the birds start chirping and all the cues that say it's time to get up and go are there.
So there's a TikTok account I follow that this lady lives like on the North Pole on
It's daytime all the time.
No, nighttime all the time.
Oh.
Salzvabad something. I don't know. But I think she said that from like January, or I think maybe it was November. From November to March, no day. Like they have like 3 solid months.
Now, see, that intrigues me more than this eclipse that's coming. Because to me, the eclipse, I mean, it's going to be dark in the middle of the day for a few minutes. That's weird, but it's not
Yeah.
awe-invoking to me. But to go somewhere where it was just night and the sun never came up for you, I think that'd be wild.
No.
I would. Well, and it was funny because they went to Miami for a vacation just recently, so that would be wild. But I guess maybe the month of January, I think she said they go somewhere to get, basically they'll come back, they'll have February in the dark, and then March they'll have
I wonder
daylight
if
again.
there's a
Is
lot
it
of
called Spitsbergen?
It's like Svarsback. It's like SVA.
This says at the North Pole itself, daylight and darkness each last roughly 6 months.
it's just the way the tilt of the earth.
December and January. The polar night lasts 3 months, November, December, and January.
Yeah. So
And continuous daylight lasts for 4 months, May through August. That means like the midnight sun, they call it.
Mhm. Yeah, like so it looks kind of like dusk at the darkest point of the day. Like it's still plenty bright. I wonder if they have a lot of tanning beds up there that just take a lot of vitamin D, because I would think without that sun at all, that'd be bad health-wise.
Oh God, it'd be terrible. I
Talk
couldn't
about
imagine
the winter blues.
I couldn't imagine it, dude. I mean that they, didn't they? I mean, don't they attribute a lot of the mental health issues up in that northern hemisphere, Alaska, Canada, the Great North? Don't they? Isn't that because of that, the lack of sunlight and shit like that? Substance abuse, suicide.
well, I think I don't know if they get the seasonal depression like what I think.
I think it's
God.
just depression because it's
In
that
general.
shitty all the time.
So she's in Svalbard, Svalbard, an island close to the North Pole. I live in a cabin, and like the look, like how it looks, like it's unreal. But it's so weird that
It does say that this Svalbard is continuously dark for 4 months in a row.
I think that
Good grief!
because I just think that would be.
The polar night
I couldn't
phenomenon.
go to. I don't know if I could go to work. Like, well, I'll see you in 4 months. It's nap time.
Well, but up there, I don't think they have
The northern their latitude longitude is 72 and 34.
You're pretty far up there.
That's insane.
Pretty far up there. Yeah, it's.
But I guess anyway, that's just I got wrapped up in time and how it runs everything, and we talked about that with alarm clocks, like you said. But and then
You know what time keeps doing?
Slipping
Where?
into the future.
yeah, sure does.
Who sang that song?
Seal. I made that. Was it on the Space
No,
Jam
it's R.
movie?
Kelly. It's R. Kelly.
Are you guys on drugs?
It was on Space Space Jam.
Well, yeah, it was.
Sang by R. Kelly.
No.
Seal.
The Eagles.
Oh, they may have originally done it.
God, you guys are morons.
It was totally R. Kelly.
I know.
Wasn't that your topic the other day? People telling you you're wrong about the who sings the song?
Yeah.
Who sang time? What's that song called?
You're right. It's the Eagles or somebody like that.
Time Keeps on Slipping. It was by the Eagles.
Who did?
Oh, wait a minute. No, I am fucking wrong. The Steve Miller band.
Yeah, Fly Like an Eagle.
Fly Like an Eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
I knew it had something to do with Eagles. Steve Miller band.
Oh, speaking of eagles, I was on my way to the resort today and sitting on a tree branch, climbing the hill up by one of the lake, like turn off by the lake.
Yeah.
Nice big old bald eagle. Big sucker. He was sitting there just hanging out.
Well, that's what I had.
Dave, you were right. It was Seal in Space Jam, not R. Kelly. God, he pisses on people.
I couldn't remember. It happens. Hey, anyways, listen, this part of the show here we get into, we have a little fun with it. I've actually got a Dear Dutchman response, and I've got a People's Wonder.
Oh.
Now, if you're a fan of the show and you're listening right now, we need the cupboard's pretty bare.
We need all of them.
low.
We need some more. We need some more.
All of them.
We get them in a big brush of them, and then we don't get any for a while because we work through them, and then we get some more, and then
we're almost out of them.
Yeah, we're almost out. So, anyways, this may sound familiar as we talked about it probably 2 or 3 episodes ago. Dear Dutchman, thank you for the advice. My warden has now threatened to grow her own beard down below. Let the games begin. Sincerely, Bobby.
Oh, no.
Bobby, pal.
Tough spot.
Hey, you're in for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean,
the big fight
some
there.
wardens, don't they participate in No Shave November?
I think so.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've not.
You've never heard of that?
Just braid themselves a nightgown from the armpits all the way down.
So, hey, Bobby, no advice for you on that one, pal, other than we can't say that because we give good advice.
Hey, did you guys hear about that
girl?
girl named Louise who's sea hair hunting down to her knees?
Jesus.
The crabs in her twat tied those hairs in a knot and constructed a flying trapeze.
Yep, sure didn't.
I'll be damned.
All right. Hey, People's Wonder. And this one was from a while back. I attended a wedding of a wanderer, Mr. Brandon Schaefer and his beautiful bride, Whitney. Friend of the program, Jared Ozer.
That's right.
Cornered me. He didn't really corner me. I was standing outside. But he wanted this
approached
question.
Yeah.
Now, we've all seen Happy Gilmore, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I preface it with
I think
this.
I remember this.
If the tower in Happy Gilmore doesn't collapse, does Happy Gilmore still hit the putt and beat Shooter McGavin?
Nope.
I don't think so either.
Couch Guy says yes. You say no.
I don't think so.
Because the reason he did good is all the training from what's his dick?
When Chubbs,
Oh, you can't say that.
Chubbs.
He just passed away.
yeah.
Another one.
Carl
Yeah.
Weathers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tough spot.
Yeah. But no, I think that was where his putt-putt experience came into play because of all the clown
And the windmill.
and the windmill and all those things. So, yeah, no, I don't think so. I think he biffs it. I think he pushes it
Yep.
and doesn't pick the right line. And
So it doesn't it doesn't happen regardless.
no,
Yeah,
I
the
don't.
movie's not worth making if the tower doesn't fall.
That's right. Just because I don't think that the putt at the end of the movie is,
Be awful anticlimactic.
yeah,
You think so?
climactic or
Climatic.
climatic.
Sorry. Okay, I biffed one.
There you go. Sorry.
That's what you're going with?
That's okay. What do you think?
I want to say that he hits the putt, but then the whole part of the movie there is gone.
Yeah.
So
Just
I
not
just
worth
think-
making a movie.
It would be what,
Yeah.
Dave?
Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
He's real critical sometimes.
Sometimes he is.
But anyways, hey, now it is time for our friends at Merkley and Sons to bring you the choice cut questions of the week for the fellas. Brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
Merkley and Sons.
Merkley and Sons. Say it 3 times and they'll show up with 3 coolers of beer, Dave.
Merkley and Sons.
Oh, God. We don't have enough time.
Merkley and Sons.
Merkley and Sons.
Welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the Fellas, sponsored by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. I'm back on the breakfast kick. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I happen to agree. Whether you're frying up some of Merkley's delicious bacon or have some sausage links on the griddle, Merkley's is your go-to spot for your breakfast. I like to think about it like this. No breakfast is complete without one of Merkley's quality meats on your plate. Check them out today and see how you can build a better breakfast for you and your family.
All right. Hey, we got another set of anonymous questions
From our friends at Merkley and Sons.
from our friends at Merkley and Sons. Thank you for sponsoring this segment. They didn't send in the questions.
Merkley and Sons.
Merkley and Sons. So these are kind of
Merkley and Sons.
Valentine's Day
Esque.
esque. What does your perfect date night look like? So if you're going to take the missus out,
Situational.
Me and my missus don't get to go out. I think we're getting back to that now that the kids can kind of
You
stay
need
home
to.
alone. Oh, absolutely.
You need
110%. But we don't
do
get.
you give marriage advice now? Hello, pot meat kettle.
But yeah, we don't get to go out too often. So I don't know. I guess the perfect date night would be where the kids aren't fighting with each other while we're out to dinner.
Yeah.
Because
Why
they're
do you
going
say
along.
situational? That's a complete dodge on that.
No, this is not really.
Tap
It's,
into your romantic
it's
side.
not
big
really
fella.
a choice cut question.
Yeah, it is.
How you figure? Choice cuts questions
yes
are
or
usually
no.
yes or no.
Some they've changed. We've had some that we've had to discuss.
Okay. Perfect date night for her and I would be, kidless at a nice restaurant, sit down meal, nice relaxing
Listening
atmosphere.
to other people's conversation.
Yeah, eavesdropping on other people. Hopefully catch your first
And
date.
talking shit about them and how they have
look at
the
these
world.
freaking degens. They ain't got a clue. Stuff like that. And then hopefully not eating so much to where you could go and have a dessert
A little
afterwards.
bit of ice cream.
Yeah, like something like old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1950s called. They want
Yeah,
their date.
yeah.
Yeah, you going to
script back.
sock hop?
Yeah, sock hop,
Car hop.
car hop. Yeah,
No, but what do they call the little parties or dances that they used to do?
I think it's a sock hop.
the top
Yeah. That's
party at the top.
I think for Janelle and I, we
The
would be
hop,
very
the
content.
hop, just the hop.
The hop. I think a perfect date night would be if we found somewhere that we could sit down. She would probably want to drink wine. I would probably sip bourbon, and we just sat there and watch the world go by.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we'd have to do anything too crazy or too fancy.
Neither. Yeah.
What love song makes you think of your significant other whenever you hear it?
I believe in a thing called Love by The Darkness.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was our wedding song. One of them. We didn't dance to it. It was our intro song into the
Yeah.
reception.
I don't know if there's any one song that Jen and I are both very much music people, and I don't know, like there's just tons of songs. Like I don't think there's one song that
There's not one song that really just sticks out at you because I got another one.
Go ahead.
Seminole Wind by John Anderson.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't think of anything that pokes out.
Conway Twitty.
Oh yeah, I love to lay her down.
I love to lay her down there. Yeah.
I
Softly whisper.
one
Pretty
that
love
Can you believe
words
that was
in
on the
your ear.
radio?
Pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
things have changed, Dave. I've talked about it before, but Ray LaMontagne, you are the best.
Hey, this is a little off topic, but did you see Michael Bublé
Yeah, on mushrooms.
tripping his balls off at a press conference after the
U.S.
NHL All-Star game? he was on national TV and he said, my buddy gave me this and told me it was supposed to be just a micro dose
but
of
it
mushrooms.
was not.
But when I was about halfway through, I thought I was in Blades of Glory the whole time. But then I realized, holy shit, I'm at the NHL All-Star game.
That's a tough spot.
Oh, dude.
What was the first thing you thought of when you saw your future spouse the first time? Or what did you think? What did you think of your spouse the first time you met each other?
Oh, this is funny. Very shallow on my part, but when she first got here, she moved to our school when we were juniors. And she came from East Central High School, which was a bigger school on the Indiana side of Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very much so into the like the punk rock scene. So she was like big, like
Avril Lavigne.
no, hell no.
You were a skater girl.
No way, dude. She was the Used, Atreyu, like Warped Tour shit, Blink 182,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Not like the traditional emo shit that he's not. Anyway, she was wearing like the studded belt, only one, because that was a big movement too. The multi-belt movement. I don't know if you remember that, but
Yeah.
the studded belts. She wore like Etnies shoes. She had concert T-shirts. Like I think that's all she wore, and she had a huge rack. And I was like, this chick is hot. And I just like, we were in strength and conditioning class, and she thought we were all big, dumb football players because we were. But no, I thought, man, this chick seems pretty cool. I'd like to get to know her. And it's like 25 years later, man, here we are.
Dave, what about you?
Yeah, she seems pretty cool. I want to get to know her. I think that's about the.
Yeah, no,
I saw her take that shot of tequila, and I
Yeah.
knew I was up for that challenge. Tall, long-legged blonde.
Yeah, you outkicked your coverage. I've told
Way.
you that about
Yeah,
9 million
Not
times.
going to deny it. What are you most looking forward to about spending the rest of your life with your warden?
I don't know. Somebody can take care of my ass, I guess, and give me knowledge. I don't know. Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably already be dead.
Visiting my children and their children and being able to leave. See you later, assholes. Me and your mom are going home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Grandpa Dave.
Being a grandpa is going to be awesome someday.
I think
Yeah,
for me,
I dig that too, yeah.
I think for me, it's navigate. Janelle and I I don't want to say we got married late, but we had our careers and then got married. And, we had kids right away because we were older. And I think what I look forward to most is when we hit that empty nest
I
period.
was literally thinking about this.
When we hit that empty nest period, we are going to be hopefully traveling and going and doing
105.
things. Yeah. Our kids are never leaving. They're never going to get out of being in diapers and 1 or 2 years old. But I think for us, like, because we've talked about it before, like, obviously neither one of us regret our careers because we've set up for the long term, but just that fact that, we did that early. So, one more question, one final question. What's your vision of the perfect retirement together with your spouse?
Having enough money where we don't have to worry about it. Because that's, like you said earlier, we're a slave to time and we're a slave to money. And not having, just not having, being able to basically, if schedule allows with our children and their children's engagements, if our schedule allows to just get in a car and go somewhere, then we can. We just do it. If we want to go to that dump in Florida, if we wanted to go to another dump that we may eventually find in the future, you know what I mean? Like just being able to just pack up and go.
Yeah.
For a week or 2 weeks or shit a month. Who knows?
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Since we've been
Since we've been
together, we've always been opposite schedules, opposite shifts until the last like year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
But we're same shift, I guess, as far as day, but we're very much different schedules. Like I'm start getting up at 4:30. Jenna's getting up, 6 o'clock. So I'm gone before she ever wakes up.
Mhm.
And I'm normally in bed before she gets home. So I think it's going to be cool to be find some middle ground to where we're both feeling good with, just spending more time, just having the whole day I feel like we do a whole lot of handing off. Like, oh, hey, you got to go do this. I got to go do that. We'll see you later. Hey, that was work. Like, I think it'd be cool just to hang out and
Yeah.
like, hey, what should we do today?
Yeah.
Neither one of us will ever completely retire.
Mm-mm.
I don't think either one of us will. I don't see it. I don't envision it because Janelle loves what she does. She really does enjoy it. I could see I could see us both slowing down. But if I'm in a spot where I'm in a pretty nice little advisory role and they just, I don't have to.
Just keeping shoveling money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just,
Like with a really, really wide shovel.
well, because we have that
pocket.
conversation about that swamp we go to. Could you retire here? And I told Janelle, I was like,
No.
I'd go.
I think it would ruin it.
You would drown. You'd want to drown me in the bayou out back because I would be bouncing off the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
That's
know.
what I think we had that conversation before. It's like, would you want to live down there? Hell no.
No,
You know how awful that would be?
be tough.
I'd still want to have a place down there to go to and not have to worry about finding one.
Yeah, no, I
Well,
get
Dave won his podcast money. That'd be
Yeah,
the first thing we buy.
average age of first time empty nesters, it's between 40 and 60.
40 would be an early.
Yeah.
You had your kids at 12.
Yeah.
Well, 22. You had your kids at 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we won't be there.
We had ours at 23, 24.
Yeah,
That's where we were.
we're 7 years behind that.
That's not true. We didn't have them at that age. If you had theirs at that your age, is why it's driving.
I'm older than you.
No,
Yeah, Dave's gonna be 40.
not 5 years.
I'll be 40.
You had
You're
your
3 years older than
24 was your first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, rough math.
Jenna was 23.
rough math.
So Zoe will be 6 this year. So 30. I was 31 when Zoe was born,
Yeah.
and Janelle's 2 years older than me. I mean, 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 2 years younger than me. All right, hey,
Good
there
ones.
we go. Thank you. Choice cut questions of the week for the fellas. Sponsored by old Dixie out there barking. Here we go.
At bay.
Here we are. We're into it. We've got another episode wrapped, ready to go. Dave will edit it. But before we go, it is time for, some would say, their favorite segment, because it means we're about done, Dave. The Last Pass. The Last Pass is proudly sponsored by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Now let's talk about the current weather situation. It's been all over the map so far. We have had super cold and very mild, some snow and some rain. However, as we all know, conditions can change swiftly here in southern Indiana. Our golden rule is simple: don't get caught unprepared. It's crucial to act preemptively, especially when it comes to your equipment, whether it's your tractor, side-by-side, snowblower, or any other essential gear. Hopf Outdoor Power is here to assist you in upgrading your equipment or ensuring that your existing machinery stays in top-notch condition. Visit Hopf Outdoor Power today and be well prepared for whatever weather comes our way this year. All right, here we go. Big fella, what you got?
Keep your head down and your powder dry. Keep on plowing. Keep calm and chive on.
Is that a big Macerism?
No, don't let your meatloaf. I don't know, all kinds of whatever inspirational quotes you can come up with, because we are into that dirty winter stage, and we are getting that big meaty T-bone hung in front of our lion noses as we're trying to plow on through. But don't fret. It's almost here. We'll be bitching about how hot it is and mowing grass twice a week before we know it. But yeah. And then if you don't have water and rice and military rations for the cyber attack. You better get out and get those bought and picked up.
36 hours worth.
And I don't know. I don't really know anything else. Oh, don't get the flu because it sucks. I just getting over that. So if you get your flu shot, good for you. If not, good luck. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
So like I said, I got to sit down and shoot the breeze with old Grandma Viv last Thursday.
You think we should coin this first?
No, so I looked it up. It was pretty common
Okay.
at one point in time, and you can still find it around the internet now, like people selling stickers of it and stuff.
Okay.
But I had never heard it, and apparently her dad used to say this a lot. But I guess her dad, his favorite saying was, love many, trust few, and always paddle your own canoe. And daggone it, I just like that a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Love many, trust few, and paddle your own canoe.
Yep.
Well, hot damn, that is a good one.
I know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I am ready. I need a vacation, and it's only February 8th. And with that, Dutchman out.